All right, so you're here to get better at project retrospectives, right? Like really figure out how to use them to make real improvements with your team.
Yep, that's exactly it.
So today we're going to dig into that whole process, how to run a really successful retrospective. We're drawing on what Project Management for Project Managers by Orlando Casabone says about it.
Great book.
Yeah. And by the end of this, you'll have a framework you can actually use.
A framework for reflection and improvement.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so think of a retrospective as, well, it's like a chance to step back, take a breath, and figure out what you can learn from what just happened.
Yeah, like a project or even just a sprint.
Yeah, any chunk of work, really.
Okay, so what's first?
You got to set the stage right, make sure everyone's clear on what you're trying to achieve with this retro.
Like, what are we actually hoping to get out of this meeting?
Exactly, and which project or sprint are we focusing on? But also, and this is huge, you have to create an environment where everyone feels safe speaking up.
So no finger pointing.
Exactly. It's not about blame, it's about learning. You could even do a quick icebreaker or something just to help people relax.
Oh, yeah. Good idea.
Okay, so once you've got that foundation of trust and everyone knows why they're there, it's time to gather data.
What actually happened?
Right. What went well? What were the roadblocks? Did anything surprise us?
And this is where sticking to the facts is so important, right?
Totally.
Yeah.
Just focus on what we observed, not our interpretations or opinions yet.
Yeah. So you've got all this objective information.
Yeah, and now we got to figure out what it means, right? This is where you generate insights. The team has to dig deeper.
So we're talking root causes here.
You got it. Like, why were we so successful with that one thing? What were the underlying reasons for those delays?
That's interesting. How do you do that?
There's some good techniques out there, like asking why a bunch of times in a row to get to the bottom of things.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Or you can use like a diagram to map out all the factors that contributed to a problem.
I like that. It's visual.
Yeah, it helps people see the connections.
Okay, so we've got insights. Now what?
Now we got to turn those insights into action.
This is where the rubber meets the road.
Exactly. It's all about deciding what to do differently based on what we've learned.
And I guess that's where accountability comes in.
Absolutely. You have to assign clear ownership for each action item, who's going to do what, and by when.
Otherwise, those great ideas just kind of fizzle out, right?
Yeah, they get lost in the shuffle. Deadlines are key here.
Makes sense. So we're almost done with the retro. What's the last step?
The way you close it out matters a lot. You want to summarize those key decisions, all the action items that everyone agreed on.
So everyone leaves on the same page.
Right, with a shared understanding. And you want to end on a positive note, Emphasize the team's commitment to moving forward and making those changes happen.
So it's not just a look back, it's also a launch pad.
Exactly.
I like that. And that's the whole flow, right?
It is.
So listeners, I want you to think about your own team for a second. What's one thing you can do right now to make your next retrospective more impactful?
If you want to really go deep on project management and all the stuff we've been talking about, like retrospectives, I highly recommend checking out Project Management for Project Managers. It's by Orlando Casabone.
Great recommendation.
That's a good one.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.